All right, good evening, everyone. It is 8:07 Eastern Time, 7:07 Central Time. This is Corey here in the Weather Center, and let's go ahead and get started with some severe weather coverage. As soon as I fix that right there. All right, so we have some severe weather that has moved into the South Central Kentucky area. Let's go back here to the National Weather Service, or not the National Weather Service, but the Doppler radar site out of Nashville. Let's go ahead and zoom in. We have two severe thunderstorms here, one capable of producing a tornado here in Bowling Green. Let me get the latest warning box for you guys on that. And this tornado warning here is in effect for another 23 minutes. So let's zoom in on this one. And what I'm going to do here real quickly is go ahead and get this outlined. A lot of warnings. I think there's 3 warnings here, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning. So this is the tornado warning that is in effect for northeastern Simpson and southwestern Warren counties. National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. And this storm is moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. On top of the possible tornado, ping-pong size hail is also possible with this storm. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles is also likely. This storm is tracking toward Bowling Green and will be in the city limits here within the next 10 minutes or so. Some of the other locations impacted are Matlock, Alvington, Hillsdale, Rockfield, Rich Pond, Drake, Woodburn, and Franklin. It's already moved out of the Franklin area. So real quickly, let's go ahead and look at the velocity mode here and see what kind of rotation we're dealing with. Let's switch back to the Hopkinsville radar site and see what we're dealing with. So there is still a little bit of rotation with that storm. It's definitely weakened a little bit, but there's still some rotation over here in right between the Woodburn and Blackjack communities. You can kind of see that still showing up on radar here. Let me get my little pencil out. Right here is your area of rotation showing up in Simpson County, just below the Warren County line. So this is about to move pretty much right along the I-65 corridor, moving to the north here. So the Matlock communities of Warren County be in your tornado safe zone. Woodburn community, Rich Pond, Plano, those type areas here in southern Warren County need to be in your tornado safe zone immediately, as this could obviously put down a quick spin up tornado at any given point. Haven't seen any reports of anything touching down by no means. But we also have some hail. Let's look at the hail tracker here real quickly. Nothing showing up, but let me see how old this is. This was updated at 6:42, so this is a very, very old radar image here. Just got a report in from somebody in. So there's definitely a lowering with this storm here in Warren County. Just got a picture from Whether or Not Bowling Green. That's going to be on the south side of Warren County. Definitely see a lowering with that base. That's high res reflectivity. Okay, so let's go back to again. We have another storm down here as well. I'm going to zoom in on this one because this one's looking very interesting as well. Let me go ahead and highlight this one. This is another severe thunderstorm warning. And this is a storm that just come out of Tennessee, Middle Tennessee there. And this is a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Simpson County, southwestern Allen County, south central Warren County until 7:30 Central Time. This severe thunderstorm was located over Portland, Tennessee when this warning was issued, which was almost 10 minutes ago. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail is possible with this storm. So Hillsdale, Allen Springs, Blackjack, West Fork, Alonzo, and Chapel Hill are a couple of the communities that could be impacted. But what I am watching here is, let's look at the velocity mode on this one. Still seeing some rotation showing up down here right along that Tennessee-Kentucky border on this storm, right here in this area. Nothing to be concerned about yet, but this is moving up into the Allen County area and would eventually impact southern portions of Barron County. So we're going to keep an eye on that, because if you look at it on the reflectivity mode, you guys can see that there's a little bit of a hook echo showing up on this storm as well. So that's letting me know that there's inflow into the storm on both of these storms here. There's inflow going in. Could be a little bit of a lowering on both of these supercells. In fact, there is a lowering on this Bowling Green cell. Definitely going to keep an eye on that to see how that evolves. Have another severe thunderstorm warning out here to the west. They're going to throw a tornado possible with that storm as well. Let me go ahead and get that one for you guys too. Let me zoom in here on this just a little bit. Get rid of this warning here, if it'll let me. There we go. So it's another severe thunderstorm that's moved out of Tennessee there. Let me highlight this one. We'll talk about this warning here as well. That's a new warning that was issued just a few minutes ago. And this is going to be for southeastern Christian County and Todd County until 7:45. So about 30 more minutes on that. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. Justice, Fort Campbell, Oak Grove, Clifty, and Clarksville is a couple of the communities impacted there. Looking to see if there's anything else. So, don't see anything there. Was that a tornado possible tag? I don't see it on that one. Yeah, it says tornado possible. But I don't see it on the National Weather Service side. But anyways, so this storm's going to continue off to the northeast as well. So these are the storms that we're watching. This little cluster here that's moved into south central Kentucky here. We've got 3 storms basically that we're watching, and this cluster is moving into the central Kentucky area. So we're going to monitor to see how these storms kind of evolve here over the next hour. We are under a tornado watch until 2 o'clock Eastern time. We also have more storms down here in the Middle Tennessee area, Western Tennessee, that have formed as well. These storms, again, going to be moving up into Western Kentucky. And if you look out here to the west, I mean, just a wall of tornadic activity is ongoing. And this is the area that high risk is under. I'm pretty sure that high risk is going to verify because this is the high risk area right here in this specific area. And look at all of these tornado warnings that's in effect for the northeastern part of Arkansas, getting ready to cross into the western part of Tennessee, the very southeastern tip of Missouri, all the way up into Illinois, getting ready to move into Indiana as well. So lots of tornado warnings. Going to have a very active night ahead of us. So I plan on staying live here with you guys, looking across my streaming platforms here. It looks like we've got several people watching, almost 1,200 here on the main Facebook page. 41 people on YouTube, almost 100 people on Twitter. So do appreciate everybody tuning in for tonight's severe weather coverage. So let's get back here into the Bowling Green area. We'll switch back to the Nashville side, and that tornado warning that was previously in effect looks like it's really weakened here over the last several frames. Let's check out the velocity mode though. Yeah, still a lot. Still a little bit of rotation there on the south side of Bowling Green. If we zoom in here, right around the Woodburn Plano community, still some rotation right here in this specific area. You can kind of see it still showing up on radar right here, but it's nothing that's showing any type of rotation that would concern me. And National Weather Service actually just canceled that tornado warning, so that's kind of what I was seeing. Again, there still is some broad rotation right there in that specific area, but that storm has really fell off to where it's pretty much non-existent. If you look at the radar loop, you see that storm come out and just really weaken. It would look pretty good coming out of Tennessee, move through Franklin, and then once it got to the Bowling Green area, it really fell off. So this is the specific storm I'm talking about right here. I'll circle it as that storm come out of Franklin, Kentucky, down there in Simpson County. Looked pretty healthy and then kind of fell apart. So now we're transitioning to the other storm that came out of Portland, and this is going to be for the eastern part of Simpson County and the eastern part of Simpson County, western part of Allen County. They're just south of Bowling Green. So we're going to keep an eye on this one. I'll put a pause on the radar here. And let's go over here to the velocity mode and see what we're looking at. Definitely some rotation showing up right there on the Simpson-Allen County line. Showing up pretty clear on radar. So we're going to watch that here over the next little bit, next 5 minutes or so. And we're going to watch to see if that rotation kind of tightens itself up a little bit. If that rotation gets a little bit more organized and gets a little bit tighter, the National Weather Service might extend this to a tornado warning as well. But if you're in this area, you know somebody that lives in this area just south of Bowling Green, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. So we are expecting severe thunderstorm conditions in this general area. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Make sure I get the right one here. Yep, severe thunderstorm warning. So this severe thunderstorm warning is for southeastern Simpson, southwestern Allen, and south central Warren counties. This severe thunderstorm is moving northeast at 50 miles an hour, so it's moving off to the northeast at a pretty good little clip. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail are the primary threats with this storm. A couple locations impacted include Hillsdale, Allen Springs, Blackjack, West Fork, Clare, Alonzo, and Chapel Hill are a couple of the communities inside this severe thunderstorm warning. Again, area rotations right there along the Simpson-Allen County line just to the west of Alonzo. So area of rotation is showing up there on radar. Pretty clear that area of rotation kind of got a little bit stronger, a little bit more organized. I wouldn't say it got stronger, but it got a little more organized as it come across the Kentucky-Tennessee line there. So we're going to keep an eye on this here over the next 5-10 minutes or so, kind of see if this storm decides to organize itself a little bit as it progresses to the north and east. So not seeing anything right now. Let's see if there's anybody down in the Bowling Green area. Got a lot of people down in Bowling Green that obviously keep an eye on the weather. Let's see if they've got any reporting. If they're reporting anything. Not seeing anything from that guy. Let's see if we got anything from Whether or Not Bowling Green. See if they've got any reportings. Yeah, let's look at the hail core and see if it's updated. That's pretty much the only thing I've seen. That area of rotation definitely got a little stronger there. Hail core definitely showing up. Quarter-size hail possible right along the Allen-Simpson County line. They're just south of Bowling Green. But we're definitely keeping an eye on this area of rotation. This will probably prompt a tornado warning very, very soon. is that area of rotation is getting a little bit stronger. Let's zoom in on this here. So there's that area of rotation just to the north of Alonzo and just to the southwest of Pope. There in western Allen County. This is going to be west of Scottsville. This will not affect Scottsville. But this area of rotation got a little bit stronger on that last little scan there. So if this next scan, when it comes in, if it shows that area of rotation just a little bit stronger, that's probably going to prompt a tornado warning for parts of south central Kentucky here. For Franklin, Franklin will not be impacted, but Simpson County. I don't know why I keep saying I want to keep saying Franklin County, but Simpson County will probably be included a little bit if they do decide to go with a tornado warning. Barron County will probably be in on that a little bit. Warren County. So we'll keep an eye on it here, but definitely a little bit of strengthening on that area of rotation. We zoom out just a little bit more. Let's go back here to the regular reflectivity mode. Still looks like a pretty decent, organized little storm. Definitely not as strong as what it looked like. When you switch to the Nashville radar site, still looks pretty good. Storm over here. 22 minutes on that severe thunderstorm warning for mainly Todd County over here in south central Kentucky. Christian County, that storm's kind of moved out. Just a little bit of Christian County included there, just to the east of Hopkinsville. But mainly Todd County, and that storm is also progressing to the northeast. See how fast this baby's moving. At 50 miles an hour. So 50 miles an hour to the northeast. So both of these storms we're keeping an eye on. Again, I've talked about this for a couple days now. Definitely watching both of these supercell thunderstorms as they move to the northeast. Luckily, they don't look like anything significant right now. It's definitely some good news. We are going to keep an eye on it. So also continue to track storms down here in western Middle Tennessee. Still tracking this pretty organized little storm here just to the east of McKenzie. That will be also moving into parts of western Kentucky here in a little bit. This will probably affect, if it stays on its current trajectory, if it stays together, it'll affect portions of Christian County, Hopkinsville area here probably within the next hour. Let's real quickly, just looking around, don't see anything from the National Weather Service yet on our storm there. We go over here across portions of western Kentucky, and this is just ridiculous is what this is. This is just numerous tornado warnings, and this is where this PDS tornado watch was issued for portions of western Tennessee, northeastern Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, western Kentucky, southern Illinois, and just numerous tornado warnings. This tornado warning, let's just kind of look at them here, because this is what's going to come our way. Now, this will probably weaken some, but if this line stays together, doesn't lose any strength, we're going to be dealing with a very, very long night. But the best tornado ingredients are obviously over here. But this tornado warning here has baseball-sized hail with it, and that's a radar-indicated tornado. This tornado warning has ping-pong-sized hail. Another tornado warning with ping-pong-sized hail. Another tornado warning with ping-pong-sized hail. I don't say anything about confirmed tornadoes, but any of these tornado warnings can 100% put down a tornado at any given point. Quarter-sized hail on that tornado warning. You go up here. This is a tornado warning observed. Real quick. Trying to figure out real quick where. Let's see here. I've actually got one of my friends is actually, I think, in Vienna Indiana. And that would be a tornado on the ground, I believe. That's a severe thunderstorm warning that I'm reading, no wonder. Here we go. Yeah, damaging tornado. Okay, that's in Vienna, Evansville. Okay, another tornado heading toward Evansville, Indiana. So, you know, lots of tornado warnings going on across this whole entire line, all the way down into Arkansas, all the way up to central Indiana. So lots of weather still to come our way. Let's go back here to our local area again. Just wanted to give everybody kind of a little bit of, you know, peace of mind here. Nothing ongoing in the immediate area right now. We have a couple of supercell thunderstorms that have developed here in the central Kentucky area that I am keeping an eye on. One over here in Todd County, the other one down here in South Central Kentucky, Simpson-Allen County area. There's another severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued, and that's going to be an extension of that one right there. National Weather Service is definitely keeping some tabs on that one, and they are stating that there is a tornado possible with this storm. So let's go ahead and zoom back in on this one here. Kind of get it squared up here. This is new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued by the National Weather Service. This is going to go for northwestern Allen County, southeastern Warren County, west central Barron County until 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern. So approximately 30 more minutes with that storm. Severe thunderstorm is moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. So hail damage is expected. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. A couple of locations impacted include Smiths Grove, Oakland, Three Forks, Red Cross, Allen Springs, West Fork, Green Hill, Seattle, and Yessie. I think I pronounced that correctly. National Weather Service is stating remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado at once, go into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Tornado watch remains in effect until 1 Central Time. So real quickly, let's kind of look at the velocity mode on this. You know, we're keeping an eye. Still nothing significant on the rotation front. There's a little bit better rotation if you go to the Hopkinsville radar. That's actually pretty decent area rotation there, just to the north of Pope. There in Allen County. So we get our little pencil out here. You know, pretty good little area rotation. Nothing significant just yet. National Weather Service is not confident in issuing a tornado warning yet, and I definitely agree with them. But there is some rotation with this storm, and we got to keep an eye on it, because if this storm can get organized, then it 100% can produce a tornado. So if you're in the Pope community of Allen County, the Allenton community of Warren County, even up to Findlay, the Barron River Lake area, Pondsville, Popeville, anybody in this severe thunderstorm warning here, definitely be paying attention and probably be in your tornado safe zone just as a precaution, because this storm continues to show continues to show that area of rotation there on the southern side of that, and you definitely have a hook echo with that. You can definitely see that showing up on radar, that little hook echo, and that shows that there is winds being wrapped into this small supercell storm and producing a little bit of rotation there with that storm. So we'll have to watch to see how it evolves. The one good news I will say is out ahead of this supercell, you've got some rain that has developed out ahead of it. And this is what this is going to do, is that this is going to cool the atmosphere. It's going to produce a little bit of rain-cooled air. This is not going to decrease our severe weather threat for the night, but it will probably take a little bit of energy away from this storm right here in the Warren County, Barron County, Allen County area. But we'll keep an eye on it. Again, still got a lot of ingredients in the atmosphere for there to be conditions conducive for tornadoes. This severe thunderstorm warning over here in northern Todd County still has another 13 minutes on it. But severe thunderstorm warning, the severe thunderstorm looks like it's kind of out of the box here. There's going to be a warning. It probably needs to be something that looks like this, if I had to guess. But that's not what the storm looked like when they issued the warning a little bit ago. That's the only two warnings we have. Real quickly, I'm going to hop over here to the Evansville area, because the Evansville, Indiana area does have a tornado warning on it. So let's look at this one. This is a pretty strong area, or pretty good-looking storm here. Let's look to see if there's any rotation on it, which I'm sure there is. 100% is. They're pretty close to Uniontown, just to the northwest of Morganfield. Let's look at correlation coefficient, see if there's anything suspicious going on. Yeah, don't see anything suspicious there, so that's at least a little bit of good news. Definitely some rotation showing up right there going into the Uniontown area, and this is going to be on a beeline toward Evansville. There's still a radar-indicated tornado threat, so if you know anybody that lives in Evansville, Indiana, let them know that they're under a tornado warning, and this storm looks pretty good on radar. Definitely has a little bit of a hook echo with it, showing some winds wrapping into the storm, but not seeing anything crazy. Let's see what this report is. Yeah, I do have a spotter report of a funnel cloud with this storm that I'm looking at right here. So there's definitely some lowering with that storm right there, and a little bit of organization. So if you know anybody that lives in the Evansville, Indiana, or anybody, Mount Vernon, Henderson, Kentucky, there right along the Ohio River, let them know that this is a tornadic storm moving into the area. They need to be paying very close attention. So let's go back down to the Hopkinsville radar site. Again, still continuing to track the major line of severe thunderstorms out here to our west. Pretty much a wall of tornado warnings that's going to be moving into western Kentucky, western Tennessee as we speak, but also going to be progressing through central Kentucky as we get into the overnight hours as well. So this line should weaken at least some as it progresses to the east. We still have a lot of ingredients here in central Kentucky to produce conductive severe weather, but we don't have the ingredients here in central Kentucky that they have over here in western Kentucky, western Tennessee, where this high-risk area is at, which is basically where the area that I have circled. So we definitely want to keep all these people over here in your thoughts and prayers. If there's anybody that you know that lives over there in that area, let them know. We're going to be also watching this storm right here coming out of Martin, Tennessee, because this storm is going to be on a beeline for Mayfield. So no tornado warning with that one yet, but it is going to be moving north into the Mayfield area. So definitely want to keep an eye on that storm as well. So back over here to the Hopkinsville radar. Let's zoom back in here on our local storm. Just got a report in from whether or not Bowling Green. Also have a lowering on the base of this storm here too. So definitely this is a small supercell storm, nothing significant by no means. But again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Allen County, southeastern Warren County, west central Barron County until 8 o'clock Central Time. So that is 24 minutes on that storm. And let's go ahead and check it out here on the velocity mode and see what we got going on there. Still some rotation showing up right along the Allen-Warren County line, close to Highway 234. The Seattle-Yessie area, Raleigh Ford, just to the south of Claypool. Definitely a little bit of rotation, nothing significant at all, but right there on the Allen-Warren County line, just to the south of Claypool, that's where that area of rotation is showing up. So that's going to be moving into Barron County. Pretty much going to cross right over where Warren, Barron, and Allen County intersect there, the Three Forks area. That's where that area rotation is going to go right over top of that, and then move off into probably Barron County, the Red Cross community. Again, nothing on the ground, no tornadoes reported, no funnel clouds reported. There is a lowering that has been reported by Weather Not Bowling Green, their local weather community that covers the Warren County and Warren and surrounding counties there. They do a fantastic job, so I'm always checking in with them when we have storms down there in that specific area. But area rotation definitely don't look as good as it did. Let's look at it from Nashville. Yeah, definitely doesn't look like anything significant. So that's definitely some good news of what we're looking at here. And then again, as I was saying just a few minutes ago, the one area of good news that I will point out here is not for the entire night, but for at least for this storm right here, this severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect from the National Weather Service. Out ahead of that storm, we have a lot of rain that has developed out ahead of it. Just plain old rain, no severe weather, light to moderate rain, especially over the Hart County area. What this is going to do is it's going to cool the air out ahead of that storm, which is really going to decrease the energy that this storm has to feed off of. So basically, you can look at it as suffocating a fire. You got a fire going, and you spray it with a water bottle a little bit, and throw a blanket on it. You smother it out a little bit. It still burns, for a little bit, but you eventually smother it out. And that's kind of what we're looking at here with this specific storm. It's still burning, but you can definitely tell it's kind of suffocating a little bit here over the last few scans, especially with that area of rotation kind of weakening a little bit as well. So, again, we're going to keep an eye on it here over the next little bit, see what the National Weather Service decides to do with that. But the main threat, still looking at this wall of tornado warnings out here to our west, this big line of intense thunderstorms that continue to move to the east. So, going to continue to stay live here at least for the next little bit. See what the National Weather Service decides to do with these two warnings here, because once this line moves into western Kentucky, or at least a little bit close to Bowling Green, that's when I'll do live wall-to-wall coverage until the severe weather threat is over. So let's do a little update on this Evansville tornado warning. There's a lot of people here in this area. Evansville, Indiana, Mount Vernon, Indiana, Henderson, Kentucky, Uniontown, Kentucky. A lot of population. Still a radar indicated threat for this area. Velocity. Still showing some rotation right there around the Uniontown area, right on the Kentucky-Indiana line. But nothing significant from this perspective right here. But again, if you're in this tornado warning, just be in your shelter area. If you know anybody that lives up here in this specific area, let them know to be in their tornado shelter area until that storm moves out of the area. And then once that storm moves out of the area, you've got another line of storms to the west of that will be moving through as well. Looking through here, let's go down here to the Paducah area. Let's check out this storm that's just the south of Mayfield. Not seeing anything significant with that. It's got a little bit of rotation with it just to the south of Martin, Tennessee there. Nothing significant showing up on radar there. see if we've got any confirmed tornadoes here. I'm not seeing any confirmed tornadoes with any of these warnings, but nonetheless, these are tornado warnings. You got to take them seriously out here in the western or the north eastern part of Arkansas, western part of Tennessee, western part of Kentucky, southern part of Illinois. So let me look. Looking through the comments here real quickly. Let me zoom back while I'm scrolling through the comments. We're going to continue to keep an eye on this storm here. This is the only severe thunderstorm warning we have in the area. This expires in 18 minutes. Will probably be allowed to expire before then. But this warning is for northwestern Allen, southeastern Warren, west central Barron County. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail is the primary threat. Velocity still showing a little bit of rotation right there along the border of Barron, Warren, and Allen County, where those three counties intersect, but definitely nothing significant at all. And I will probably, unless the hail core is really impressive, we could see that warning extended for hail, but it's borderline severe even right now. I don't see any rotation that's significant. I don't see a wind threat that's significant. I don't really even see a hail threat that's significant in this area. Maybe some dime, penny-sized hail, maybe. But I don't see anything as far as severe criteria for the National Weather Service to continue that warning. So looking through the comments here, appreciate all the comments here, you guys. Outlook for Richmond. Let's see here. Lost your comment there. Yeah, Linda, looking at your comment for Richmond, going to be much later on in the night for Richmond. Let me give you an approximate time frame for the Richmond area here real quickly. So the Richmond area going to be closer to well after midnight, probably 2 a.m. or later for the Richmond area. See what else we got here. Looking through the comments. Looks like it might be more rain tonight as it possibly will be. Probably not. We're going to see some rain. Going to be dealing with a flooding threat tonight at some point as well. But unless this line to our west just completely collapses on itself, I still think that we're going to be dealing with a very active night of severe weather. I mean, you look out here to the west, look at all these tornado warnings that's going to be moving. It's going to be moving toward our area. Appreciate that, Lori. Appreciate the comments. This storm does look like it's going to be moving toward Cave City, Hannah, but this storm has weakened a little bit, so we're going to keep an eye on it to see what it does here over the next 5 minutes or so. Sam, no, these pop-up storms will not lower our severe weather chances during the overnight hours. These are storms that form out ahead of the main line. This is not going to decrease our severe weather threat. The only thing that I was specifically talking about is this area of light rain that has developed out ahead of this storm right here. It might decrease the severe weather threat for this storm, but that's about it. And then looking at the storm over here in Muhlenberg County, it looks like it's kind of strengthened a little bit. No, don't have a special weather statement on it or no severe weather at all. But that's near the Belton community here in Muhlenberg County. Let's see. I just got an update from the Storm Prediction Center. Let's see what they have to say here. Okay. That's going to be a tornado watch for the northern part of Kentucky, Ohio, and the eastern part of Indiana. It's going to be a 95% on that one. So nothing, no updates on this storm here. It doesn't look like it's anything. We'll keep an eye on it. Still continue to watch everything out here to the west. Again, that's going to be the main threat. Again, I want to reiterate this to everybody. The main tornado threat was always going to be western Kentucky. I definitely want everybody to realize that. The areas that is under these tornado warnings right now, this is the area right here that had the highest tornado threat, and obviously that is verifying right now as we speak. Several tornado warnings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 12 warnings, just tornado warnings here in this area right now as we speak. So that's definitely going to be a verified forecast for that high risk. We're hoping that we don't have any major destruction down here in this area, but definitely want to keep an eye on that. As this line progresses, real quickly, let's just kind of look at Futurecast radar here real quick. Why don't we? That'll give everybody a little bit better of an idea of what's going on. So this is Futurecast radar. Let me get the newest data here. This is it right here. Newest data right here. Forecast loop on this. Perfect. So this is, need to forecast it up just a little bit. So this is what is kind of going on right now. It's showing a couple of those supercells that have developed. Obviously the one in about an hour showing up over Hart County. So these two storms here in central Kentucky are showing up on radar. They're a little bit stronger on the Futurecast than what they are in real life. So that is definitely some good news. But if you look out here to the west, the Futurecast radar here, pretty much on cue of what is actually happening. And then as we progress into tonight, we start to see that line kind of congeal into 1. And this is 11 p.m. Central Time. This is midnight Central Time. This is 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. We start to see that line weaken just a little bit as it progresses to the east. So that's definitely some good news on that. Nonetheless, still going to be watching this line very, very closely. Any of these storms within this line is going to have the capability of producing severe weather, including damaging winds, a little bit of hail. Some of these storms could produce large hail, and then any of these storms will be capable of producing tornadic activity. Probably not going to be looking at long track tornadoes or anything like that, but some quick spin up tornadoes is 100% possible. But I don't want to rule out the fact that there could be some long track tornadoes as well, because that storm on Sunday night that we had that line kind of moving through central Kentucky, and we had a tornado develop just south of Brandenburg, and it was on the ground for 31 miles. It lifted just to the west of Shepherdsville. So you could definitely have some longer track tornadoes, EF1, EF2 type strength as this line progresses through. But that is what we're looking at right now. It does appear the supercell threat is diminishing here in the western and central Kentucky area, which is definitely some good news. We're still watching. If we switch back over here to the regular radar site, this warning here expires in 9 minutes, but if we zoom in here to this storm, we can even switch to Louisville if we need to. This storm is really, really weak in here. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll look at the velocity mode. Nothing really showing up. So what the National Weather Service is going to do is they're going to allow that storm to expire. So basically what I was talking to you guys about is this rain that has developed out ahead of this storm here has really choked off the energy for this storm to really get going, which is 100% good news because that storm is going to be tracking right on into Hart and Greene County. So you guys can thank this rain that developed out ahead of it that helped choke off some of the energy to this storm. So that's definitely some good news. This area of light rain and whatever is left of this storm will continue to move off to the northeast. We go over here, we'll switch radar sites to the Hopkinsville radar site. We're still looking at this storm near Muhlenberg County, just south of Central City, just to the east of Greenville, just to the west of Morgantown, right here in the Muhlenberg-Butler County area. Doesn't look impressive at all. We'll keep an eye on it to see if it taps into some of this energy. It does look like it's trying. Still got a long way to go with that one. We progress down here into Tennessee. Still have a pretty healthy looking storm right here coming out of just to the east of Paris, Tennessee, just the southwest of Dover, Tennessee. This storm will be moving into the south central Kentucky area, Hopkinsville area, but no warning on it. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. Storm here, getting ready to move into the Mayfield area. I'll put a pause on the radar. This is just a severe thunderstorm warning. Doesn't look like anything tornadic. We'll go to the velocity mode. Still, there is a little bit of rotation showing up near Martin, Tennessee on that storm that's moving toward Mayfield, but nothing tornadic as of right now. Then you progress off to the east, and you just have all kinds of tornado warnings. I'm going through the warnings here to see if there's any tornado warning or tornadoes on the ground. I don't see that at all. So let's see this one. See what this is. Okay. Clarksdale. Okay, but yeah, like I said, going back over here into the close to the western Tennessee area. All these storms moving into western Tennessee. Don't see any tornadoes on the ground right now. There's one that is just being confirmed real quick. Go over here. And this is going to be for parts of Illinois. Radar confirmed tornado. So let's go ahead and look at the velocity mode on that. Let's see if they've got us stated on correlation coefficient, if I had to guess. Yeah, maybe a little bit. It doesn't look like anything significant unless it showed up a while ago. But somewhere down here, it looks like there's definitely some debris that maybe had been lofted into the upper atmosphere. Maybe a little bit. Go back over here to the Evansville, Indiana storm. Yeah, still some pretty strong rotation with that one. Let's go back here to the regular reflectivity mode real quick. Yeah, it's a pretty strong looking storm there. Pretty organized. And I'm out of the right radar site, so that's good. So yeah, if you know anybody that lives in Evansville, Indiana, or know anybody that's staying there, definitely need to be in your tornado safe zone. This area, the storm definitely has a hook on it, so there's definitely some good rotation going on. That's a well-defined hook echo there. And the velocity mode is still showing up with this storm pretty easy. Right there just to the east of Mount Vernon. This is going to be moving just the north of Evansville. So one of my best friends is actually staying in Evansville, Indiana. So I'm giving him a heads up real fast that is a pretty strong area right there that could be a tornado on the ground at any given point. Anyways, real quickly, let's switch back to the Louisville radar site. So the National Weather Service did allow that storm to expire below severe limits. The National Weather Service did replace that with a special weather statement, just kind of highlighting the fact that this is a little bit of a strong storm in the area. There we go. So this special weather statement is going to be for West Central Greene County, Eastern Hart, Eastern Warren, Northwestern Barron, and Southeastern Edmonton counties through 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Wind gust up to 50 miles an hour and pea-sized hail. But to be honest with you, I don't even see wind gust up to 50 miles an hour with this storm. I don't see it. I don't even see it possible. No rotation with this storm at all. Look at the hail mode here real quick. Yeah, the hail core doesn't even impress me either. So this storm does not impress me. Excuse me. Storm does not impress me at all. But that storm is right around Cave City, Park City area, right along I-65. Getting ready to move into Horse Cave. But again, that storm does not impress me at all. Nothing significant there. And this storm that did look pretty strong, that was over here in Muhlenberg County, that storm is really weakened as well. So we're seeing, at least here in central Kentucky, we're seeing those isolated supercells that did develop out ahead of the line. We're seeing those storms kind of weaken once we've lost the daytime heating. Now that's not don't want anybody to let their guard down, or anybody to say that we're not in a situation where we're going to see severe weather, because that's definitely not the case. Severe weather threat remains in effect. No changes. Looking through here. So looking through, see if there's anything else that I need to comment on. Let's see here. News update from the Storm Prediction Center. No changes on that. That was 2 hours ago on that. Yeah, just checking a couple things here, guys. See if there's anything I need to update on. I did want to check the new NATO cast. I know that it just posted. So yeah, new NATO cast is pretty much the same. Tornado threat's going to be the highest here. The new NATO cast just come out. I'll circle the area that has the highest tornado threat for the remainder of the day. The highest tornado threat is going to be specifically somewhere in this general area, obviously, all the way up to central Indiana. So this is the area that has the highest chance for a tornado. Obviously, that comes with this line of severe tornadic storms that's moving in this area. Once those storms move out of the area, tornado threat will continue to the east of it just a little bit lower of a threat in this area, which would include the Greene-Taylor surrounding county area. Then once the storms move past that area, down in here to this area, the tornado threat really drops off, because you get into the earlier hours of the morning. You start to lose some of that energy, and the convection starts to get a little bit messy. But tornado threat still in effect here for the central Kentucky area. Severe weather threat also remains about the same. No changes with that. So let me see if there's anything in the comment section. Don't see anything. Again, wind. I've seen a couple comments with the wind. Yes, the wind, non-thunderstorm winds are going to continue during the overnight hours. I think I still have that up I do. So let me get that up here for you guys. There is the wind advisory. At least I think I did. There we go. Wind advisory right there. This wind advisory is in effect through 1. This is in effect till 1 a.m. Tomorrow morning. Winds 20-30 miles an hour, gusts 45 to 50 miles an hour expected for the entire central Kentucky area. So I did see a couple comments with the winds. And then we look at, again, timing. A couple people want to know the timing. I'll pull that up for you guys right here. This is the latest timing from the National Weather Service. Again, here in the central Kentucky area, probably looking at closer to midnight. I'm saying as early as, it won't be 10 o'clock now. That storm, the line's not really moving that fast. So it will be around midnight here for the central Kentucky area. And then you get past central Kentucky, say down to Russell Springs, Somerset, even the Richmond area. You're probably looking at closer to the 3-4 a.m. time frame right now. So that is the latest time update from the National Weather Service here. So back to the radar real quick. Let's go back up here and let's check out this Evansville, Indiana storm one more time. Still no confirmed tornado or anything like that. But let's check out the velocity mode. Still some pretty good area of rotation there. Let me pull up my other radar real quick. Let's see if I see. I like to pull up a couple of different radars just to make sure that I'm seeing things correctly. Let's see here. So yeah, still area of rotation showing up. Pretty strong area of rotation. Nothing that doesn't look like it's going to touch the ground or anything like that. But that'll be just to the north of Evansville there. And then there's an update on that. We switched to a different color there. Let's look, see if there's anything suspicious. Let's check correlation coefficient out. I don't see anything that would identify as a tornado. Still a strong looking storm, a pretty organized looking supercell here. Definitely showing some winds going inside, wrapping into the storm here with that little hook echo you see on the south side there. But no confirmed tornadoes or anything like that, so that's definitely some good news. Excuse me. Tornado warnings just been issued for part of Paducah here. So those storms over here in Western Kentucky has officially, about the storms over here in Missouri has officially moved into Western Kentucky. So we do have a tornado warning in effect here for the Paducah area. It's a brand new warning too. It hasn't even popped up on National Weather Service website yet. And this is radar indicated rotation. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It's located near Bardwell, moving northeast at 60. So this is going to be near Paducah, West Paducah, Lone Oak, and Barkley Regional Airport around 8:20 Central Time. So if you know anybody that lives in the Paducah area, let them know that they are officially in that tornado warning there. Mayfield getting ready to be impacted by a severe thunderstorm. We'll look at the velocity mode on that. Maybe a little bit of rotation showing up, and obviously nothing significant at all. So with that being said, guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a quick intermission. We're going to have a long night of streaming here. Again, this line of severe thunderstorms is going to continue to progress into central Kentucky here, or western and central Kentucky. So this line of tornadic and severe thunderstorms go all the way up to Bloomington, Indiana, all the way down to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And this line is moving into the central Kentucky, western Kentucky first, obviously, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, and then eventually into portions of middle Tennessee and central Kentucky as we get closer to that midnight time frame. So I'm going to take a quick intermission. You guys stay weather aware. Stay close to my channel or whoever you watch, as long as you're staying weather aware for the remainder of the night. We are officially still under that tornado watch until 1 a.m. Central Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Tornado watch or severe thunderstorm watch will likely be extended more to the east as well as time progresses into the wee hours of the morning. Is that a new tornado warning? Yes, so new tornado warning here. I'll talk about this real quick. This is going to go for portions of Murray, Kentucky. This is a radar indicated threat. So this is just to the east of Mayfield. This is a new tornado warning that was just issued here. So 1 second. Let me pull that warning up real quickly. I'll go over this warning real fast, and then I'll take a quick intermission. There is people that go to college, Murray State University there. So this is a tornado warning for western Callaway County, southwestern Marshall County, and southeastern Graves County. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Linville, or 13 miles east of Fluton, moving northeast at 55. Dangerous storm will be around Linville by 8:15 Central Time, Murray around 8:20 Central Time, and Benton around 8:30 Central Time. This does include Interstate 69 between mile markers 40 and 44. So if you're in this area, you need to take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. You're going to avoid windows. If you're outdoors, in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. So again, new tornado warning for western Callaway County, southwestern Marshall County, and southeastern Graves County. And this is for another 50 minutes. Again, this line is slowing down, so these storms are going to take its time moving. And that is a pretty good area of rotation showing up there just south of Mayfield near the Cuba community, just to the west of Bell City. So area rotation showing up right here. And that's what prompted that tornado warning. So this area rotation is going to be just to the north of Murray. I don't know how much Murray will be impacted, but just to the north of Murray. So if you know anybody that goes to college on Murray State there, let them know that they need to be in their tornado safe zone as this storm progresses across the area. Benton, Kentucky also could be impacted as well. We're going to keep an eye on this here over the next little bit. Definitely looks like it is strengthening a little bit on radar there. Supercell coming together there in close to Murray over here in western Callaway County, southwestern Marshall, and southeastern Graves County down here in western Kentucky. So again, one more time, this line of destructive thunderstorms is going to continue to progress to the east and will eventually impact all of western and Central Kentucky. So with that being said, I'm going to take a quick intermission. I'm going to end this live stream. And then we'll hop back on here as this line gets a little bit closer. When it really gets into the central part of Western Kentucky here, I'll go back live and we'll track this sucker until the severe weather threat is over. So just got one more update. I keep trying to end the live stream and I keep getting updates here. It's another update from the Storm Prediction Center here real quickly. That's going to be a tornado. That's going to be a tornado watch for the northern part. I'm more than positive. Yep. So, okay, guys. With that being said, like I said, I'm going to end the live stream here as this line gets a little bit closer, and at least into the central part of Western Kentucky. As it gets a little bit closer to Bowling Green, we'll go back live as it gets a little bit closer. But I'll definitely keep you guys up to date. You guys stay close to my Facebook page or all my other streaming platforms. You guys stay close attention or pay close attention to those platforms. I'll definitely be live again here within the hour, probably maybe an hour and a half, as this line gets a little bit closer. But I'll be watching things closely, and if I need to go live before then, I certainly will. So